What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Project Ozone 2 in Kappa Mode. Oh yeah, guys. So, since last episode, I did expand out the base a few more blocks. We did 3 layers of blocks all the way around. So a lot of that cobblestone that I harvested, yeah, I put into that. I don't want to go too crazy with expanding this platform out just yet in plain cobblestone, because we are going to have to hammer our other cobblestone down into the other materials like gravel, sand, and dust. And you can't really vein mine it if your whole base is made out of this stuff, because then you're going to vein mine your base and it's just not going to be good. So I want to kind of work towards getting myself a way that we can change these blocks from cobblestone to something else, like a chisel. Chisel would probably work, and it'd probably make the base look better than the plain vanilla cobblestone texture. Okay, so that's probably what we need to work on today. So we have an oak sieve here. We made that last time. I guess I'll stick it over here where I stuck our tinker's things. Yeah, so we can start putting in our material here, sieving it down, and then collecting the resources. Then we're gonna have to figure out what we're gonna do with all of those different things. Yep, still has not rained yet, so we haven't collected any water, but we have made the dirt from those saplings we put in there, so we can start moving tree farms out away from the very center of the base. That's gonna be nice. Okay, so let's see. The first thing that the quest book wanted us to do today is, well, it's kind of going through these quests actually. So we had one for the Tinker's Smeltery. We have one for making the auto tool station. We have one for sifting dirt. We need 12 dirt to do this quest. And finally, we did not claim the reward from Pound the Ground. That's going to give us a chance cube, a quarter of a heart, and one of our different loot chests here. So we'll go and claim one of those. Okay, so yeah, that didn't really help us out with the mob farm at all. We still have to go and do this. So we got a few things to do. I'll probably end up working on making dirt first. So yeah, I think that's what we need to do. Let's make some dirt. We also need to take some of this cobblestone and smash that down into the lesser items. I also made some of these stone wands. These are pretty cheap. It's 2 sticks and a piece of cobblestone, and this will only go horizontal, but it's perfect for expanding out the base like we were just doing. So yeah, I made a few of those so we could do that. Okay, so we wanted to go ahead and look at what we're gonna do. We're gonna make a hammer. That's what we're doing. I forgot for just a second what I was in the process of doing. So 2 sticks, so we can do that and that. 2 pieces of cobblestone will make a hammer, and then we can take, I guess, some of the other cobblestone in our inventory, like so. We're not going to vein mine this right away, but I just want to show you guys. You just take that, you can hammer the cobblestone into gravel, which is nice. Alternatively, you can take cobblestone in this specific mod pack, you can turn into compressed cobblestone, place that in the world, and hammer that. And in this specific mod pack, you get compressed gravel. So that's really nice. You can turn the compressed gravel back into regular gravel. It just speeds up the whole hammering process. So I guess since we're going to be doing it this way, most likely, there really isn't a reason to change the cobblestone out, because we're going to be vein mining a different material, but cobblestone's ugly, so we're going to do it regardless. So now I can just go ahead and vein mine this, and there we go. A bunch of gravel in almost no time at all. Very nice. So now I can take that stuff and start sifting it here and getting some materials. But the quest wanted us to do this with dirt. So that's going to be the first thing we're going to do. So I need to go ahead and take some more of our saplings that we have here, start composting, I was going to say compressing, start composting these into dirt like we did last time. It takes a little bit of time for this to happen. So let's go ahead and get this done, and we'll be right back, guys. Alright guys, well, I was just composting a lot of our saplings, and then while I was waiting for that to compost, I was chopping down more trees and collecting more things using our crook so we get more saplings. So we now got a decent amount of wood from all of that. Yep, we're collecting resources, which is good. We ended up getting 32 pieces of dirt, so I think we can go into the quest here and detect this. So that should be good to go. So we should be able to use this dirt, even if we get down below 12. This section is already completed. So we need to get 1 rubber sapling and 1 seed. So hopefully we'll be able to get that just by sifting this pretty quickly. You know, it's kind of like you might get it, you might not. I think the rubber saplings are kind of rare to get, so we'll be pretty lucky if we get one at all. But yeah, getting wheat seeds going would be pretty nice, so we get a different source of food. I'll definitely enjoy that. Seems like we're only getting these little stones right now. Oh, there we go. There is one wheat seed, then we got grass seed, so we can start a grass patch somewhere else. That's kind of nice. Hopefully we do get the rubber saplings here pretty quick. I think these things right here, these stones, you can only, well, I think you can throw them. Yeah, you can throw them, and I think you can turn them into cobblestone as well, which isn't exceptionally useful to us right at this moment. So I guess we're just gonna go ahead and keep doing this. Acorn, there is that's an oak tree, I think. We're just gonna keep on doing this. Hopefully we get that rubber sapling here pretty quick. So yep, sieving montage, go. Oh man, guys, so I was getting kind of worried about getting the rubber tree sapling. Yeah, you can see how much of the stone we've collected so far. I've cut down a whole bunch of trees. I've collected a bunch more saplings, a lot more silkworms, and we're over I thought we were over 2 stacks. We're about a stack and a half of apples. Yeah, so we've collected a lot of stuff. I did make 6 more of these oak barrels full of dirt because I went through, I don't even know, like 48 pieces of dirt or something around there, and we still didn't get it. I was like, you know what? We're just going to start collecting a massive amount of this stuff, and we are just going to compost a lot. It's only 2% chance that we'll get the rubber tree seed, but we finally got it. So you can just plant it on the ground. It's a rubber sapling. Pick it up. That should be what we need for the quest here. So yeah, 12 dirt, 1 rubber sapling, 1 seed. We also ended up with 5 of these seeds. We got acorn, which I think is oak tree, right? Let's go and plant that. Yeah, so that's an oak sapling. We got an acacia sapling, so that's kind of cool. And we also got a spruce sapling. Nice. Spruce trees will be very helpful for us if we can duplicate the saplings to grow the 2x2 trees and then vein mine them. And yeah, this would be a good source of wood. So hopefully we'll get lucky and not lose our sapling when we get to that point. Okay, so you put all of this stuff away. We got grass seed, which is nice, regular seeds. All of these stones, I guess we can convert those. Those can turn into cobblestone. We'll just convert that into cobblestone. I don't really see any other use for us to have those, to be honest. Go and do one of these things, like so, and one final one. Done, and goodbye, stone. Hopefully we don't have to see those things ever again. Okay, so lots of wood. Oh my goodness, we have so much wood right now. So much wood. We're not going to run out for a minute. Okay, so I guess I'll finish up the last of this dirt that I was sifting. We got another spruce sapling. Awesome. And goodbye. Okay, so that is all done. So we can go ahead and claim the reward for this. This is going to be 1 chance cube, and then one of our loot chests. We'll go and claim that. And that has unlocked sieving montage 2. Great. And lava generation, which is probably something that we want to start looking at. Getting lava generation going is going to be extremely useful because we can start using lava for power. Yeah, something I am pretty interested in doing. I think we're keeping those down here. Okay, so we're up to 5 of those cubes. Yeah, all these silkworms too. We got so much silkworms. I guess I could cook these up and use those for food if I wanted to. It's definitely an option. Our chests are already starting to get full again. Okay, so probably we need to do this, but in order to get clay, we need water. We do have a water source down below, and we have that water florb. So how would we get water with those 2 things? I guess we need iron. So in order to get iron, I'm probably gonna have to start sifting some gravel over here. We did collect some gravel previously, right? And I can't remember if it's this pack where 1 gravel always guarantees iron plus something else. But we got iron that time. And iron that time. Yeah, I think you're always guaranteed iron when you sift gravel in this mod pack. So if we want to make a bucket, let's just take a look at this. If we want to make a bucket, we need iron plates. Iron plates are made from an engineer's hammer plus a piece of iron. And the iron hammer, or I guess the engineer's hammer, 2 sticks, 2 iron, and string. So it's not that difficult. It's just you got to do the extra step of turning the ingots into the plates before you can do that. So we're going to need quite a few of these iron pieces. I'm going to go ahead and sift this down. We'll get that going. We'll collect both sources of water that we have, and then we should be able to make an infinite spring, and then that will make our lives easier for doing things such as making clay. So let me get to it, and we'll be right back. All right, well, I sifted all that gravel. I've already smashed up some iron, but I wanted to show you guys this just so you know. So you can take 4 of the broken iron ore, convert it into the iron gravel, and then you can take that on the ground, place it, vein mine this like we do, so you can get just a little bit more. So we had 5 previously. Now we're going to have 5 more, plus I think an additional 2 pieces here. So we have 5 of these sand, and we can do the same thing here. Vein mine that with the hammer. We get a chance of getting extra pieces. So now we're at 25 of the dust. So now we got 6 iron plus 1 dust, or I guess 1 powdered iron ore remaining. And then, yeah, we can take those and go ahead and smelt those up. So I've already smelted up just a little bit of this. And as you can see from sifting now, we did get 3 diamonds. So that's pretty awesome. We can upgrade, our, what was it, the stone wands that we're using to diamond wands. And we can start placing things a lot more easily. I think we're going to spend one of our diamonds and do that, because that is just very invaluable on a mod pack like this, where you have to place a lot of blocks and then vein mine it. Whoops, I didn't mean to make one of those things. We need to turn those into planks first, like so, then into sticks. Yep, and then into a diamond wand. Very cool. So the diamond wand does have different modes on it. You can see where it says mode no lock, fluid stop. So you can set it so fluid, it will place in fluid, or it won't place through fluid, and you can also change the mode. I don't remember what this is set to by default, but the options are right here. Better Builder's Wands, F4 fluid mode, where you can turn that on and off, and then M4 change mode, which is set to M, but it's red, which means another key somewhere is also set to M. So Galaxy Map from Galacticraft. Let's go ahead, you can press escape, you select it, press escape to set to none, and you can go back, and that should be fine. So if we go to the diamond wand, hover over that and press M. Nope, there must be something else also on the letter M. Yeah, this is still red. So we got to go through our controls again and try and find that. So mechanism, item, mode switch. Anything else, we'll just keep scrolling down the list just to make sure. Hard to tell, we'll scroll back up. Yeah, okay, so this is white now, so we should be fine. Back to game, so we can do M on this. So we can switch it so it's horizontal only, so you won't accidentally place the full layer of blocks on top. Or you can set it so it only does vertical, or there's a whole bunch of different options here. No lock is the default one, and that's where we're going to leave it for right now. But when we're building out the platform, we will look at switching it to horizontal only. Okay, so we have the engineer's hammer. We needed 3 of these iron ingots to turn into plates, and I threw the hammer on the ground. Give me. Did I get it? I must have gotten it. Okay, so we'll do that, and then we can turn this into a bucket. So we got our first iron bucket, which is awesome. Now, I don't remember where the water is. Is it right here? Nope. Right here. Found it. And goodbye, dirt. Okay, so I'll go ahead and grab this water source. We're going to want, I guess, cobble. Yeah, let's grab some cobblestone to place this in. It's set over here. This should be fine. Just do something like this so we can get a infinite spring, and I'll just place a torch right here just to make sure everything's going to be lit up properly. So there is that water, and then we also have this water florb right here. Pretty sure you can just throw it straight down. That doesn't seem to work, does it? Let's try throwing it here. Okay, there you go. There's a water source. Grab that one, place it here, and now we have an infinite spring. Perfect. So now we can start filling up these guys. We don't have to wait for it to rain. We can fill up these guys over here, fill them up full of dust, and start making our clay, which will allow us to get into Tinkers. Yeah, it's kind of weird. We're on day 5 now and still haven't seen any rain at all. I don't know. Are we in a rainless place? It says deep ocean, so it should rain here. I don't think... it's not like we're in a desert or something where it just doesn't rain. Okay, so that's all filled. We need to take some cobblestone and smash that down into gravel. I think all of our gravel I sifted. Let's take a full stack. Do a full stack here. Turn that into the compressed cobble. Let's go and lay this out like so, and we will vein mine that. So then we get gravel. We can lay that out. We should get compressed sand after this one. And then we can take this and lay it out again a final time. Smash that. And then we should get our compressed dust. So now we got a decent amount of dust. 63 of that, which we can start turning into clay. So that's how we're going to get our clay. Let's go back to the quest book. So it's wanted 8 clay. And how much do we have? 6? Only 6. Okay, so we just need to do that 2 more times. And that should complete this quest. A little bit of water here, clay, and clay. There it is. Quest updated. Lava generation. Okay, so let's go back to the quest. So that was the first step for the retrieval task. This wanted us to make some porcelain clay. So I believe that's clay and bone meal. I can't remember. I'll have to look. And then an unfired crucible. And then the final portion is to make the crucible. So let's look. How do we make porcelain clay? Porcelain clay. Yeah, that is clay plus bone meal. We don't have bone meal. Nope, we don't have bone meal. So that means we're going to have to stop on this particular quest. Looks like we've unlocked beta at some point. We're going to have to stop on this particular quest right here, and we're going to probably have to go over to the mob farm and make ourselves our basic Skyblock mob farm so we can start killing these guys. Yep, and hopefully we'll get enough bones and bone meal from skeletons to make the porcelain clay that we need. So let's go ahead and take a minute here. I'm going to build out a platform, start building a basic mob farm, and we'll be right back. You know, it kind of figures after we get our infinite water source set up over here that it starts raining. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's raining at all. Garden glass, you don't see the rain particles, but it is raining. I assure you, all of these barrels are full of water. Well, anyway, I changed this to a 2x2 infinite spring instead of the 3 wide, just in case. It's always one of those things. You can click anywhere in here and you're fine. With the 3 wide, if you click one of the ends, you're not so fine. So this is just a little bit easier. I started building out a platform over here. We want to make it about 25 blocks away from where we're going to be in this main area, at least for now, until we get a more permanent mob farm set up. So yeah, I've built out the platform over there, but we're running out of blocks, so I'm just sitting here collecting a little bit more cobblestone. We could build it out of wood, but I don't like building things out of wood. So anyway, I'm going to continue on pounding the ground, making some cobblestone. Hopefully we'll get a cobblestone generator going on here pretty soon. Once we get that porcelain clay, we'll be able to make lava, and then we can do a cobblestone generator. Until then, it's Right Click Simulator 2017. You know, it's nice that not every night is a blood moon, like tonight. Yep. So I did make myself a bed. We've had, last night wasn't a blood moon. It looks like this night's not gonna be one. So we can go ahead and sleep in the bed. Yep. And not have to deal with going through the night. It's also gonna stop rain from appearing, but honestly, since we have infinite water, rain isn't a thing that we need to worry about any longer. So you might notice that the base, yep, is not the ugly cobblestone anymore. I have chiseled it into a huge tile stone. It's kind of a more muted cobblestone, kind of like a more less noisy gray color. I like it better. So anyway, if I did use another diamond to make a diamond chisel, and if you guys haven't seen this before, you can chisel already placed blocks in the world. All you gotta do is right click on your chisel, tell it to choose a design. So we could do, I don't know, how about this light blue cobblestone? You just stick it right back in here, and then you can choose the mode. This has to be on a diamond, maybe an obsidian chisel. I can't remember. But anyway, you can do like column, you can do a row, you can do a single. So if you do a single, if you left click, you change the one. You go back in here, we can change it to a panel. We can do a 3x3. That's what I did the entire base out of. We can do like a column. So we can do that way, just a single row of 3x3. I'm sorry, a 3x1. And finally, there is the row, which is that. So yeah, very nice. So if we go back in here, we'll chisel this back to this guy, and I'll switch this to panel, and then I'll fix the base. Get rid of these blue tiles. There we go. Yeah, everything just looks a lot better. Now, when you do left click the blocks already in the world like that, it does use way more durability than if you were just to craft a stack of whatever the block was at a time, just to be aware of that. But yeah, I went ahead and I made a bunch more cobblestone here so we can get some stuff done. I think we're also going to need a few more cobblestone slabs. I don't know exactly how many we need. I built this design of mob farm a few times, and every time it's like, oh, I don't remember anything that we need to do. So we're going to go ahead and build this together so you guys can see how this is done. So yeah, this path is 25 blocks away from the main island. And then I built this, oh, I don't remember. It's like 3, then 4, and then 3. So we have a walkway around the mob farm. And then, yeah, it's going to be 2 wide in the center. And then we're going to build a 3 tall and kind of enclose it. It's kind of like the standard Skyblock style mob farm that you see a lot of people do. So I think that's the center. So it gives us 1 space and then 3. Yeah, okay. So we're going to do that. And then we need to bring it out this way a little bit. Obviously, we're going to need some torches over here. Go ahead and do that now. And then, yeah, we'll go to right here, and then that'll be Oh, you know what we probably should do? We should probably make ourselves some tools. We haven't done that yet. So yeah, we're gonna have, oh, let me use the crook. The crook will actually break blocks a little bit faster than punching it by hand. So yeah, we'll do this all the way around. Let's use a builder's wand, I guess. Bring this out a little bit like so. We want to bring it out. So there is 3 and then 1 for the outside wall there. So we'll go 1 more in like this. I'll go and place down these torches preemptively just so we don't have to deal with monster spawning a little bit later. Yeah, I guess I can just fill in the corners. It'll be easier like this. We won't have to stop to make our tinker's tools, but we still need to do that. That's not something we can just not do. We have to do that. Hopefully I'll just place these blocks correctly the first time though, and we won't have to worry about it. Okay, so like that, and then we want to get in here a little bit. So can I place, if I place this here, nope, well, anyway, I'll have to remove those blocks. So we can use our builder's wand to go up. This is set to horizontal mode, I believe. We'll set this back to no lock and jump and go up 1 more. That's all we need to do. So that is 1 block of space where the airspace is, 1 block here and 1 block here. So that's 3 blocks tall on the inside. All we got to do now is just cap this off with some slabs. Then we don't have to worry about torching it up on the on the outside. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and do this horizontal placement of these slabs. Like so. So this mob farm should be able to spawn Enderman in there, which is going to be nice. And every other mob that we care about at this point in time. Okay, so the other thing we need to do is grab some slabs and then go around the bottom like this. Actually, is that going to prevent me from getting in here? It might. I might have to rearrange this a little bit. Maybe it'll be better if we raise it up another block or something. Anyway, this is the basic design. So we do need to make ourselves some tinker's tools. A pick would be very nice so I can fix mistakes as I make them. We did make the whole tinker set last time and we didn't do anything with this. I went ahead and I made the 18 blank patterns and I stuck them in the stencil table, and that's as far as we went. So we can just go ahead and make ourselves just a plain old stone pickaxe, nothing fancy. So we need to get ourselves a pickaxe head pattern. We need the crossbar, or I guess the binding, and then the tool rod, that one right there. We'll make the handle out of stick, out of wood. That should give us a little bit more durability. We will make that out of cobblestone, which is fine, and we'll make that out of cobblestone as well, which is fine. Okay, so we got all that stuff done, and we can put this over here in the tool station. Just select the pickaxe so we know where the parts go, like so, like so, like so. Oh, you know what? We cannot make that out of... Yeah, these are only able to make casts out of. I forgot. I thought we could make these beginning tinker's tools out of stone. I guess we can't do that. Well, no problem. We'll just make it out of flint. I just went ahead and I made some gravel. You can put the gravel in your inventory crafting thing right here to make flint. And then we can make our pickaxe out of flint. It looks like it says that is okay to be done. We can't do the binding out of that either. So we need to get ourselves a flint binding. Let's go and make one of those. Flint binding. And I think the tool rod was okay. So we should be able to make our flint pickaxe. There we go. So it's not that great, but we can level it up and things like that. It'll be some way for us to break blocks that we accidentally placed down. Let's just see what the mining speed of this is. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. I'm gonna get the block back, which we weren't able to do with the previous thing. Okay, so we also need to get a few more slabs. Now, one more thing I've been noticing as I've been going back and forth, I'm pressing control to sprint and that's not working. So yeah, we have another control in here somewhere that we need to get rid of. Yeah, this key.control under gameplay. We need to go ahead and set that to none. Back to game. Now I can press control and sprint around. Perfect. Okay, good. So we need to get a few more of these slabs and then we should be almost good to go for this mob farm. The beginning stages of this mob farm anyway. So there's 37 more cobblestone slabs. I think we should be good. We'll just need to fill in this little spot right here with a few solid blocks. Yep. And then we can fill in the rest of this with the slabs like so. We put the slabs here to prevent baby zombies or whatever from getting out of the mob farm. Yeah, there is a good reason to have those there. Now, the only other thing is, with a design like this, I'll be able to hit them, but I'm going to have to break these blocks to get in there to get the drops, and that's going to be annoying. So this will be kind of like a temporary thing to get us by for now. We will make this better pretty soon, but, you know, this is only the second day of us having this Kappa world going, so you got to start somewhere, right? Let's get rid of this guy. Was there another block in here? Another... Yeah, there's one more right here. Let's get rid of that. We'll get rid of the torches. There we go. So that should be all good as soon as I put that. Yeah, we can see there's red X's in here. Again, you can see that if you press it's F7, not F9. F7 turns that on and off. I usually leave that on, especially when playing in Kappa mode, because those blood moons will get you if you don't know that there is a spot where a monster can spawn. So we'll just walk right over here about 25 blocks away. We should get some spawns in there almost immediately. I'll back up a little bit further just to be doubly sure. But yeah, we should be getting some spawns in there, some monster spawns pretty quickly. Of course, there's nothing spawning in there. Now, another thing to be worried about in this mod pack, creepers can spawn as John Cena creepers. Yeah, if a John Cena creeper blows up, it's almost like a charged creeper blows up. It's very devastating. It seems like those things can blow up if you walk up, and even if they can't see you, if you poke them, they will blow up, and you don't want that to happen. So another thing we can do to prevent that from happening is we can look at making, what is it called, a throwing knife? Yeah, these things right here. So you need a knife blade and a tool rod, which is pretty simple to do. We can just make one of these things right here. Knife blade. I think we'll make it out of flint, is just the same like we did before. And then a stick for the tool rod. Go and get that going as well. There's some sticks. Okay, so knife blade. Can I use this fragment? I can. Okay, so there's a knife blade, and then we will do the tool rod as well. Cool. That should give us a little bit more durability than just making it all out of flint, I believe. So there's that and that. So it gives us 13 things. It's only got 1.5 hearts, but that's better than having a creeper blow up on you. All right, so what do we have over here? I got a zombie, a skeleton, and maybe 2 zombies. Okay, so we're fine. We don't have to worry about these guys too much. We can just go ahead and I guess we can hit them with our pickaxe. That should work. We should probably look at making a proper sword too. We haven't done that yet. Yeah, I think we're gonna need a sword or some way to get in here a little bit easier. There you go. These guys can see me now. I can hit them with this. Does that level this up at all? I don't remember. Are we getting XP from that? We're mining XP, skill XP 23. Well, that skeleton could see me and that would shoot me off. That would be bad. Yeah, it looks like that does level this up as well. So we're at 26 now. So we can sit here and poke these guys a little bit. Get him, zombie. Get him, zombie. That's awesome. Okay, so probably another thing I want to do is bring some cobblestone walls around here. I'm going to want to raise this up another block. Yeah, unfortunately, this isn't going to work too well because I can't get under here. That's not good. So I'll probably do that off camera. I'll raise this up a block, and then we will look at killing some monsters here and getting some stuff done. So let me do that, and we'll be right back, guys. Alright guys, well I raised the whole mob farm up 1 block. Now we can get to the toes of these guys. The only thing is I'm afraid that they might see me as I walk up and start shooting at me like these skeletons and things. But I think we should be fine. I might move these slabs out just a little bit more, just so we don't have the chance of them seeing us and then shooting us. We really need to get cobblestone walls there, but I'm kind of waiting until we can get a cobblestone generator going. So I wanted to make a sword so we can start attacking these guys, and I went to go do that. So I was going to make a sword blade out of flint, but apparently you can't make a sword blade out of flint. You can make it out of stone, but it can only be used for casting, like a mold out of. None of these other things we can do except for plastic. I saw that at the very bottom there above pink slime. I was like, you know what, we can do that. So I took our rubber sapling and I grew it, crooked it, got a whole bunch of saplings to replace the ones that we've chopped down. I also chopped down a little bit of our spruce while I was also waiting, so we have a bit more of these saplings now as well. But anyway, I just got some of the rubber smelted down to the rubber bars and now into the raw plastic. I believe to make plastic tools, you have to have this kind of plastic. So let's try it. So plastic plus this, there we go. Plastic sword blade attack -5 hearts. Well, that's not going to be that great, is it? Well, let's see what happens here. I'm not really sure how this is going to turn out. Probably not going to turn out that great. We might be able to make it better. Let's figure this out. So we do want to make the rest of these parts. So we need to get the wide guard. We'll just make that a flint. Can we not make that out of flint? What can we make the wide guard out of? We have to do that out of plastic as well. Okay, well, let's put a piece of plastic there. Wide guard. And then the tool rod. This should be, yeah, this is already made. So let's see. How bad is this sword going to be? It's going to be pretty bad. It might be pretty bad. That is attack 1.5 hearts and 1 modifier. It's not terrible. It's definitely not great. But it's better than punching him with our hand. So that's what we're going to do. So we have this thing ready to go. Also, while I was moving the mob farm up, our pickaxe leveled up. We got Fortune 1 on there, got 100 Lapis, which has gone up to 104 since. Yeah, I think this is pretty good. So, any creepers in here? No creepers. We should be good to attack these guys. Let's go ahead and just poke them a little bit. Yeah, I mean, it takes like 3 hits to kill these guys, and this tool will level up, so we should get more XP over time, more modifiers, hopefully looting, things like that. I gotta be really careful, though, that these guys don't shoot me off until we get the cobblestone walls nearby. There we go. Getting loot bags, getting all sorts of good stuff off these guys. The loot bag in there that I can't really get. We'll get a way to automatically collect this stuff in the future. But yeah, we got some loot bags going on. I'm curious to see what we're gonna get. How much XP did we get on our plastic sword? It's almost halfway, well, yeah, it's halfway to the next level now, so that's pretty good. So I can go ahead and farm monsters like that. Yeah, the skeleton's shooting us off the platform, though. That's something that's really concerning to me. So we'll have to figure that out here pretty soon. Let's go ahead and grab 8 logs. We'll turn those into planks, and we'll turn the planks into a chest, like so. And we can go, and we can put our loot bags into the chest, just like this, and see what we get. So we get some armor. That's something we haven't had yet. Armor. We get a iron pickaxe with 1 durability, so it's not that great. Pumpkin seeds, overgrowth seed, that'll help with Botania, some nether wart, ender lily seeds, nice. Artifact diamond armor for a helmet. Now you can see this is just a regular gold looking helmet. It's not until it goes into my inventory that I know what this thing does. So let's put it here. And this is turned into a diamond chest plate of light. Allows sneaking on air while equipped. That is awesome. So now what we can do is hold shift and jump. We pretty much just beat the game. As long as we're holding shift. The server just kicked me for flying. Aha, I changed the server property so we can fly now. But anyway, guys, I think we're gonna go and wrap the episode up here for today. It's getting a little long. We got some good stuff going. We got our basic mob farm. We are able to pretty much float. We don't have to worry about being knocked off and falling into the void. If we do get knocked off, we can just hold down shift. We'll take a little bit of falling damage, which is fine, but we won't fall to our death, which is awesome. So yeah, I think we're gonna wrap it up for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Remember to leave a like on the episode if you liked it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.